Wow. So Borderlands 3 is finally announced. I got to admit, I am freaking hyped as hell. And I need to find something to occupy myself with in the meantime. So I am thankful that Borderlands Reborn is here because I would go absolutely nuts waiting for this thing. That being said, I am going to continue this series now. And I'm going to continue it with the obligatory thanking of everyone who had any part of making this. Thank God you exist. So thank you to Kobe, Shadow, Light Chaosman, Dave, Aaron, A. Dudney, Angrier Pat, Beat Bop Joe, Battlebee, Colby, Ethel, From Dark Hell, Hexamu, IK4MS, KZ Natsu, Mike, Oridian, Splitzel, and Sir Umni. My gosh. So anyway, thank you for Borderlands Reborn. I need it, man. I absolutely need it. So some of these additions have been pretty awesome. And obviously I've been showcasing a decent amount of them already. We've gone through assault rifles, then pistols, and rocket launchers. And in this one, I'm going to be going through the shotguns added. So first up, we have the Dolos. This one replaces the dog. The dog you can usually get from Assassin Roof, but now for the Dolos, you can only get it from Pomone in the Preserve. The Dolos is definitely the strangest shotgun out of all of these. It's got like a really super slow bullet speed that shows the path of the bullet and can make it very, very difficult to hit enemies. Basically, unless they stand still or are right at the end of your barrel. Other than that, it's got a higher pellet count and higher crit damage. This is probably my least favorite change, but it's a very interesting gun to play with, so it easily makes up for that. Next we have the Wildfire, which replaces the Heartbreaker. This one you can grab from Farming Blue now, which is from the same mission you used to get the Heartbreaker from, safe and sound. The Wildfire takes away the Moxie effect from the Heartbreaker, as well as the unique spread, and gives it another somewhat unique spread in what looks to be the shape of a 5-pointed star, although I could be wrong on that one. This gun also has increased elemental effects compared to that of the Heartbreaker and is an overall solid addition. Another shotgun added is the Punter. This gun replaces the Hydra and you can still pick it up in the same location from Farming Rouge from the side mission Big Feet. The Punter has a mag size of 4 that is equivalent to just one shot. It has 3 times the pellets of the Hydra and 1.5 times the crit damage. The downsides to this gun are the abysmal reload speed, and technically it has a slow fire rate. But since it only shoots once, I mean, who really cares if it has a slow fire rate or not? Next one added is called the Sickle. The Sickle replaces the Jolly Roger and is obtainable from farming the mini-boss Deckhand from the mission Just Desserts for Deserters. The Sickle is a gun with just a little bit of changing. It has a much faster fire rate, as you'll see here with my Axton, and it also fires in the shape of a sickle. You'll burn through ammo with this one quite fast. Now we have the Hammer. The Hammer thankfully gets rid of the Landscaper. I think we can all be thankful for that. You can now pick this one up from farming Benny the Booster from the mission Just Desserts for Deserters, which is a mission you'll be getting a lot of your shotguns from. Now, you may remember this gun from Borderlands 1 as it was the legendary Vladov shotgun in that game, although now it is a Torg gun. It has a very high fire rate, a large mag size, and a slow reload speed. This gun also fires in the shape of a hammer. This gun tops off the Vladov field to shotguns as we now have the Hammer and the Sickle because everyone knows nothing kills better than communism. Following that, we get the Laser Discer. The Laser Discer replaces the Octo. Now you can only get this gun from DJ Tanner from the mission Freedom of Speech. So this gun is an obvious take on the Laser Discer from the pre-sequel, except in a shotgun form. It shoots a fast-moving, high-damage E-Tech shotgun round that acts as a laser round. This one can spawn in any element, unlike the pre-sequel version, and its reload does insane damage. Now we have the Hawk. The Hawk replaces the Rock Salt, although it basically replaces the Dog because it drops from Assassin Roof from the mission Assassinate the Assassins. This gun really has the least amount of changes to it out of just about any of these. It also claims to have no recoil. Other than that, it's pretty much just the rock salt that drops in a different spot. So, yeah. Next, we have the Company Man. The Company Man replaces Shotgun 1340. You can now only get this one from Rose, the Tribute of Sanctuary in the Wattle Gobbler DLC. You're probably catching on that this is another pre-sequel gun. This was the Epic Hyperion shotgun from that game that was an add-on due to the Tales from the Borderlands series. This gun has a huge mag and very good accuracy. It's also really cool to see this one added, as it's just a nice shout out to the character Reese from Tales to the Borderlands. Next, we have my favorite new upgrade, the Friendly Fire. The Friendly Fire replaces the Teeth of Terramorphous, but you can breathe easy as you can only get this one from Toothless Terry from the mission Just Desserts for Deserters, instead of farming Terramorphous for days. This one is a take on a legendary shotgun from Borderlands 1 of the same name. The Friendly Fire fires in the shape of a smiley face, which is very fitting. It has a bunch more splash damage, higher status effect chance, and more projectiles per shot than that of the Teeth of Terramorphous. The thing is basically just a beast. As you can see, it'll kill rabbits in just one shot. Now we've got the Money Shot. The Money Shot replaces the Triquetra, and instead of getting it as a mission item, you can pick it up from a bling loader. So the first thing to note is that this thing shoots in the shape of a $sign, which is super fitting considering its name and where it drops from now. It consumes 4 ammo per shot, so you're most likely going to have 2 shots per mag, and puts out damage comparable to that of the Triquetra. Down to the final 3, and we've got the Cruncher. The Cruncher replaces the Flacker, so it can be picked up from the same locations as the Flacker: the Warrior, the Handsome Sorcerer, and Torg vendors. The Cruncher adds an elemental effect to the Flacker, with the projectile being incendiary but the splash damage being explosive. It also adds some fire rate boost to it, as well as some accuracy upgrades. Overall, a solid addition and nice boost to a fairly good gun. Second to last is the Wise Guy. The Wise Guy replaces the Striker and can be picked up from the same location, being Old Slappy from the mission Slap Happy. This gun has a much larger mag size than that of the Striker, but functions in a somewhat similar way as a fairly standard but high damage shake-up shotgun. The biggest difference for this gun is that it shoots in the pattern of the number 42. Now, I don't know for certain, but I'm gonna assume that's a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and the Answer to the Universe, but I could be wrong. Last thing on this, it is also not capable of spawning with an accessory. Lastly, we have the only Pearl, which is an upgrade as well, the Black Death. The Black Death replaces the Conference Call, and since it's raised to a Pearl, you can get it from the Pearl Loot Pool and now Cromorax. So this gun is basically just like the Conference Call, but makes everything much more fuster-clucky, I would say. Because each bullet that the Conference Call shoots also now ricochets. So now you'll just see bullets flying every which direction, which I'm not gonna lie, is totally chaotically awesome. I haven't tried it as Gage, but by God do I want to. So you'll see that I omitted the Sledge's shotgun because I omitted the Infinity from pistols, and I may plan to go over weapon changes instead of replacements, just an FYI. I just didn't feel like including it just because these lists are getting super long. I don't feel like adding items that already have the same name, you know. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Up next, we've got SMGs followed by snipers, and then the rest. I will try and occupy my time before Borderlands 3 comes, or else I will go absolutely batshit insane. So please stay with me through this trying time. Be sure to dislike, unsub, and shut off the power to my apartment so I can no longer upload, and I will not see you in the next one.